In this video, I will talk about the money market mode. So what is the purpose of the money market mode? As we all know, the interest rates are very important variables in economy. In order to see how they change, the money market mode can be used to determine the short-term nominal interest rate. So here is the key features of the money market. This vertical axis is nominal interest rate, and this horizontal axis is quantity of money. As we can see, this downward sloping curve is money demand curve. Why it's this shape? Because if the nominal interest rate is high, people are not willing to hold much cash, and vice versa. And this vertical curve is money supply curve. Money supply curve is the vertical line because central banks have control over the money supply. It's not depend on the nominal interest rate. And the equilibrium in the money market occurs where the money demand curve and the money supply curve intersect. So what shapes the money demand curve? Changing the interest rate are a movement along the money demand curve, and any other variables that impact money demand are shapes of the curve. So like GDP, real GDP, an increase in real GDP shifts its curve right and vice versa, and an increase in the price level shifts the curve right and vice versa. So here is the example 1. If the real GDP of country A increase $100,000, what would the money market would be? So as we can see, the old equilibrium is here, and after the real GDP increase, the money demand curve shifts to right, and EQ1 is the new equilibrium. So the nominal interest rate increase. And what shapes the money supply curve? The central bank controls the money supply, so it can take actions to increase the money supply and decrease the money supply. So the discount rate, rising the discount rate shifts the money supply curve left and vice versa. The reverse requirement, increasing the reserve requirements shift the money supply curve left and vice versa. And finally, the open market operation. Buying securities shifts the money supply curve right, and selling securities shifts the money supply curve left. So here is example 2. If the central bank buy government's bonds, what would the money market be? The central bank buy government's bond would shift the money supply curve to the right. So the old equilibrium is here, and the EQ1 is the new equilibrium. So the equilibrium, so the nominal interest rate decreased. And here is a reference page. All the pictures and ideas from Rose's website and the class notes.